Do you love the way I sound when I sing like this? Do I sound like a robot? Or do it sound so good, so good? Anyway, that is not AutoTune. It's an effect, a harmonizer. I'm using a TC Helicon. And today's topic on Words from the Psyche is AutoTune. What are your thoughts on it? To me, once again, this is Words from the Psyche, so I'm going to give you my view. I like anything different. I don't care what it is, but when it becomes oversaturated with anything, I don't care if you're putting, it's like you're eating the same food every day. You don't want it. It's like you can have your favorite food, but you don't want it all the time. So AutoTune, I when it first came out, the first time I heard it, I didn't even know I was even hearing it. I just thought it was an effect, which is exactly what it is. So anyone that's not a musician and you want to say AutoTuning, what I just used was not AutoTune. It was a harmonizer. It taking my voice and maximizing it like in different harmonies, almost like if I was hitting a chord on the piano. That used to be done with vocoders and things like that, whereas a keyboardist would play and you would sing the same note. It didn't matter, but whatever chord you hit on the piano, it would like Roger Trapman. I'm probably saying his last name wrong. I'm so embarrassed. But Computer Love and things like that. They were playing those things. AutoTune was brought super famous. He didn't invent it, but he definitely enhanced it. T-Pain, everyone knows, of course, T-Pain, super successful, great songwriter, and actually a great singer without it. But he really brought that to another level, and used it correctly, and made lots of money off of it. And of course, singers get upset. I don't want to call real singers because he is a real singer. But you got people that sit at home or wherever they're at, or maybe they're already successful, and they feel like someone like him ruined everything. I even saw an interview with him saying that I guess it was Usher that pulled him aside at one point and said that he ruined music, which is a ridiculous statement. No disrespect, I like Usher. He's a great songwriter, singer too. But I just think it's a great topic because to me, like I said, it's an effect. What I mean by that, what I mean to say is that goes across the board. For example, you can play acoustic guitar all day. When you want to put an effect on it, now I'm distorting it, or I'm putting delay, I'm putting reverb. It's to enhance the sound. Everything we are watching, everything we see in general is already enhanced. Everything. The food you eat, you go to McDonald's and you see a picture, it does not look like the hamburger you're about to eat. Pictures of models, I don't care how beautiful they are or you think they are, the photo is touched up, everything is enhanced. So even just people singing without what people think is AutoTune, there's auto correction going on. You're going to put a product out there, it's going to sound amazing. You may not hear it, or maybe you're just trained not to hear it at this point because it's so normal to you. It's funny because when you listen to some of the older T-Pain stuff and the stuff that's here now, I understood that stuff more than now, and it's more saturated now than it was before. I don't have a problem with the effect. I have a problem maybe more so with everyone doing the same thing. That's more so an issue for me. But as an artist, I don't care. I just do what I feel, or what I feel the void is, or what I want to hear. I create what I want to hear. So I don't really get into those back and forths of we need real this, real that. It's just, if I want to create it, just create it. Me and a lot of other people have the power to do that. However, when it comes to AutoTune, it's a sound. It's like, I think it's kind of, now it's like club and hip hop and a lot of that stuff, music. It has that element. I don't think it means you can't sing, but yeah, some people can't sing as well as other people. We'll get to that topic on another episode. But it's a feeling. Either you like the song or you don't, with or without the AutoTune. So you have a preference, the same way you may say you like rock music and you don't like hip hop music. Your preference maybe you don't like robot voices, as people will call it, or whatever it might be, but somebody does, and there's millions and millions and millions of records. Do not second guess the fact that you turn on the radio and you do this or the television until you find something you like, because there's stuff on the TV that other people like. So AutoTune is just one of those things. A lot of artists are using it, maybe because it's easy or not. I mean, I think a lot of people just like the sound of it. It sounds cool. It's funny watching. Now that I'm thinking back to like The Fifth Element and that blue creature that was singing in the movie, and it's like we're living that in real life right now vocally. So I've heard some things that are annoying, but that's even before AutoTune. You can listen to any song and say, "Oh, that sucks," or "That's annoying," without any effect whatsoever. But I've heard some stuff that's so beautiful. In the midst of the AutoTune wars, years ago, where people were like anti-AutoTune with Jay-Z, which was a great song. Kanye. Back to Kanye, my homie. Not my homie, I don't know him personally, but he released 808 and Heartbreaks. In the time frame, T-Pain was kind of, his career at that point was going down. It's back up again, and he's doing things. He's always been doing things, but it was, 808s and Heartbreaks comes out, and it was, I loved the album, and I loved the fact that it was not, anything that people, didn't gravitate towards. And Black Eyed Peas did some cool stuff with it as well. Once again, to me, it's an effect. It's an effect. The same way you would put a reverb or distortion or a chorus, musicians may know what I'm talking about, or delays on your guitars or your vocals. It is an effect. Now, is it overdone? Yeah, everyone's doing the same thing. It gets annoying, as with anything in life. I like it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. Even on my own songs, I enjoy singing, and my go-tos are just like slight delays or like a little bit of reverb. I don't like a dry vocal, especially if the music is kind of calmed down. I just don't like to hear my voice. I like what I do, but I'm not, I can sing, but I can't sing. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm joking. But I just like the sound of different things. I mean, because if I'm going to sing regular, things, sometimes it's less. You don't want to put overdo things sometimes. But there are songs that it's a dance record or a record that I feel like this sound would go great with that. And that's the same. The same way I wouldn't distort my guitar for every single song. Sometimes you just want something more clean. But yeah, so I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but that's today's topic on Words from the Psyche is AutoTune. And I don't know. Let me know your thoughts once again. This could mean everything or nothing at the same time. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be doing a lot more things with these little episodes. And I hope you enjoy them. I'm going to go back to... once again, it's not AutoTune, so do not put in the comments or anything. And you're not even using AutoTune, because I'm not. I'm using a harmonizer. Actually, there's a pitch correction in there as well. I do put the pitch in there. I lied. So there's a pitch correction in this. But as you can see, if I was to rap to this particular effect, it wouldn't have the same energy. So you would tweak it differently. Like, I'm going to change the effect to something else. And so this one's more easy to like rap and sing. But if you'll see, I'll hold my note, I'm going to go down the scale. It'll crank my pitch. I'm trying to do something bad, it's not working, but whoa. See, you see, catch it? So I'm singing in a different pitch. So what happens with the AutoTune is, if you put it in the key of C and you're hitting another note, it's going to kind of, you hear that. That's when you hear that jerk of the other thing. So when you do it correctly, you're actually fixing the pitch. So somebody might go off a hair, and it'll fix it. When you're rapping or you're talking over it, you're not talking in the same tonalities. So it'll do that little jerky thing where it'll fix your voice, and you can hear. That's when you hear the weirdness going on in the background of the voice, because it'll try to fix it to the key that you're singing in. So when you do it correctly, or when you do it in pitch, and you actually you're a scientist at it, sounds amazing. But the other way around, it still sounds good. It's just we're accustomed to hearing it a certain way now. And like when Cher used it, it was in the chorus of the song "Do You Believe in Love," and no one paid any attention. It's a cool effect. So cool effect, AutoTune, like it or love it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. It may die down, but music changes as it should, and we're just in that phase. We were out of it, we're back in it, and we'll be out of it again, and it'll be the next thing that you hate, and and that probably just means you're getting old. or your ears getting old. Not you, because you're who you are. But just like when you were a kid, your parents were like, turn that noise down, and you're like, what are you talking about? And when they were kids, rock and roll came out, and their parents said, turn that noise down. Right now, you're saying turn that noise down because your ear is not in tune with what's happening right now. And if you want to be in this business, you have to be in tune with what's happening. And whether you like it or not, it sells records. And if you're in the music business and you want to sell hamburgers, you're going to make hamburgers. You're not going to make lettuce tacos, whatever. Oh wow, that sounds pretty amazing. But anyway, if you just want to sing, go ahead and sing. If you don't sell any records, don't complain. But AutoTune's here to stay for now.